Alright. That was easy. Going up. If you get queasy, just let me know. If you keep your eyes kind of on, I'm going to tell you which direction we're turning, so you kind of know which way to look, like you're riding a bike or something. We're just going to go out in front. I see that guy up high in front of us, so we're going to try to go that way. It does a little bit of wiggling around. You don't have to try to fight it or try to stabilize it. Just pretend you're in a buggy ride on a dirt road, you know?
I haven't done that yet.
I mean, just sitting in a car on a dirt road. It's kind of bumpy. You just kind of roll with the punches. Just try to like relax and stay calm. Look at the horizon. We're already higher than where we started. See over there to the right? So the wind is coming up the face right here, and we're just surfing it. We have a sink rate about 200 feet a minute, and the wind's coming up about 250 feet a minute. When it's faster, we go up, like right there. Oh, watch their launch. Turn into the wind, away from the hill. Go up right here because this is where the wave is. You can put your camera out anytime you feel comfortable. You don't have to hold on, you don't go anywhere. You'll wiggle around a little bit, so keep a good kind of grip on it. Closer to the wall, we feel a little bump where it kind of pulls us off, hopefully, like right there. At the bottom of an elevator. Oh, there's good lift on this side. Going up.
No, this is just regular trails on a road.
Yeah, it's a road. It's a dirt road. But there are a ton of trails, too. It takes me a little over an hour, about an hour and 10 to get from the landing zone down there to Marshall, where we just launched. I'm not much, I think, but I actually enjoy it. I'm getting into it more and more. I know it's good for my heart. So I'm looking at this windsock right here, okay? This is kind of where I'm looking and where we're going. It's kind of where I'm steering us to. You kind of know which way we're going. It's not so sickening. What was that? Did you hike?
Yeah, we've been hiking a lot out here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come up this spine right here. See this guy right here? Coming up? But that is a steep climb. Especially,
right
yeah,
there,
right there. You're already beat from down there. pretty gnarly climbs. I'd rather go on that dirt road over there all the way around the back and then
I would enjoy that hike. Like we did the Tough Mudder in Snow Valley. We were going straight up there.
you gotta be a Tough Mudder. So they're doing right-hand circles. We're gonna do right-hand circles.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for it to kind of pick us up a little bit, like right there. Feel that little climb. And we're climbing. You can see it on the hills, on the horizons. You can see more background or less background as I look at the horizon of those hills. That means we're climbing, so I'm gonna do right circle since they already like showed us where it was. We just do nice mellow turns. Oh, there's the lip. So we'll stay here a couple seconds, and then we'll go back to our right turns. That way we kind of stay in the stronger stuff. Oh, that feels like I'm almost falling out of it. I'm just going to stick with it and see if we can reclimb it. I'm trying to figure out where the rising area is. Like, how is this working? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I actually have some in the bag. I never grabbed them. Kind of good money on gloves, so they don't do me any good once I wear them. Yeah, that green patch that has like a shade shelter and storage containers. And then there's the parking lot where there's a car and a glider. That's the 750.
Okay.
So it's a lower launch. It's like a quick 15-minute hike from the LZ.
Okay.
And then you can get up from there.
What's LZ?
Landing zone. You can go to there and I could beat the shuttle to Marshall because they go all the way down the freeway, right? I catch one thermal and then climb up to here. And I top lane and go, what took you so long? Yeah. It's not just downhill, right? You can climb fast. You can climb 2,000 feet a minute. Way fast.
2,000 feet.
Yeah. Thermals. I mean, they go faster than that, but that's more average or on the stronger side of average anyway. More realistic and plausible. So we go back over to the hill again. We kept sinking out. Then we go back to the hill, maybe we can get back up again. Not a lot of thermals with all these clouds. So it's mostly ridge lift. There's still some thermals. So we kind of give some weight shift to the left. Left turn, all the way right there. And we might hit that wake. Back, and we're hitting it all at the same time. We kind of knew it was coming just a second earlier because see his wing do it. You start to envision the invisible. if you're gonna go, you need to know when to close my mouth. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far.
It's a hazard of the job, believe it or not. You gotta turn that off, turn it. It was predicted to be clear today. Yes, it was. Jump this gap over here. That's stable, you know, it's just by itself really. You just use your weight shift. But if you just kind of lean right a little bit, it'll turn towards the hill. And if you lean left a little bit, forward. And we'll go back to the hill so we get lift. Pull it up. Big lift. Kind of fell out the front of that. Do a right-hand circle here, kind of towards the hill. I know we got it. Yeah, hang ladder dislodged. Two times a day.
Okay.
That is all the time. I like kind of flying close to the ground because it makes you feel like you're flying a little more than just floating way up high, you know? So we'll go back over here by the ground. And then we'll do a left turn here. So feel that lift right there? I think it's kind of out in front of us and we're getting too close to the ground. We'll turn towards the ground. So we'll come over by these points and kind of work our way up the mountain. Woo! Good lift right there. So we'll come over to this point, do a left turn, and go back where we just came from. Lean left. Do a left turn. Go back a little bit. It's okay. This corner is working really good. They work the same way, really. The hang glider itself has rigid parts to it, has a bunch of aluminum, and so they're not so flexible. They stay a little more rigid, and they fly faster, and so they land faster and they take off faster. Paraglider is much slower, so they can fly in stronger winds. You know, if it's higher winds and we can't even go forward in it because it's matching our flying speed. My glider flies at 30 and the wind's 30, then I'm done. There's nothing I can do. But if it's the hang glider can fly at 60 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. So they can fly in, 30 miles an hour and not even think about it. They generally don't. That's about their limit for launching. When they come to land, they have to stop flying from a higher speed to a slower speed. And if you don't get that right, then you're kind of crashing at a higher speed. Paraglider, you can get it wrong and still come in pretty slow. The other thing is they got to sit there and build it for a half an hour.
Yeah.
We'll do some right hand turn too, kind of stay on this part. And then they got to tear it down. So if they get a short flight and just go land, then they got to build it, tear it down, maybe go again, even don't go again. Or I could fold it up in a couple minutes, throw it back in the car. I'm happy to go again. It only takes me a couple minutes to open it and go. travel all over the country at a moment's notice, you know, fly in, rental car, hotel. I was never home, not even on my weekends, not after work. It's not like you're after work and go home and rest and forget about it. And I wasn't really like particularly thrilled about my job. And I realized, man, this is a high price to pay for these dollar bills. Like, how much money do I want to just wake up and be 65?
Right.
Like, I don't want any money, not 10 million, not 20 million. I want my years, I want my days. And so that was my catalyst.
So what were you doing that took you all over?
I was doing emissions monitoring for power plants and refineries, like for the EPA.
Yeah.
Go to like a lot of coal-fired power plants, climb smokestacks, put in probes and analyzers, and kind of toxic in itself.
Yeah.
And you're like climbing smokestacks or getting in elevators or then go down to North Dakota, or Iowa, or Arkansas. Yeah, just to me it wasn't worth it.
I met a guy when I was traveling who was doing that.
Oh yeah?
He was on his way to some nuclear power.
Yeah. They never got to nuclear because they don't really have emissions. For the air anyway, it was just steam. But yeah, same kind of thing, instrumentation and testing.
So were you like, what was your dream going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I worked at a hobby shop selling airplanes and helicopters, and the guy just was talking to me and asking me, and I'm explaining batteries and motors and voltage and chemistry, and he goes, man, I need someone like you to work for me.
Wow.
And I was supposed to have some crazy degree, and all the guys I worked with did.
Yeah.
And everybody hated the degree or whatever it's called. A lot of overtime, a lot of craziness. And I was right there, and I was making $6.75, I was making minimum wage part-time at a hobby shop, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we'll give you 12, and I worked my way up to $25 an hour. Then I just got a job offer for $32 an hour. It's like, I'm pretty happy right now. I don't need to make that. With like 12-hour days, 7 days a week, so lots of overtime, lots of double time. And driving all the way to, Terminal Island, Long Beach, San Pedro, to like a refinery that has all these safety protocols.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'm gonna skip on the road right here.
You got pretty lucky. I mean, you're making a decent chunk of change. Realize you don't like it. Get out, take a move up.
I had a house on the side of the mountain with $1 million view. You could see Catalina and all the city lights at night. Like I had an awesome house, like a launch from my backyard.
Oh, wow.
I had black bears eating apples out of my backyard, like standing up on their back paws on the tree, on the fence, like grabbing apples. Yeah, just really cool. I loved it, and I could have probably, got it paid off, but with the mortgage and the interest, my $200,000 house is going to be $400,000, and I'm going to have to stay in my job. And I was like, man, I can't quit my job.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't quit my job, and I'm going to quit my job, and I'm going to lose my house. I was going to live in a trailer. I lived in my car for a little while, but I've got lots of free time, and I get to sleep in almost every day. And I think that's worth something too. My grandma said, hey, don't worry about the money, do something you love.
Yeah.
The money can come later. I bought this brand new tandem wing. I got a brand new glider for students to kite with and learn with. I got a new acro glider. I got a new steerable reserve parachute. All my things, I got a new GoPro camera. I just bought a MacBook. I don't have much for 401k, but I'm pretty happy right now. There's not a lot of security, but living the life. And I still got 98,000 airline miles from my job to go travel with.
Yep.
But I need to get out and go do. I can't really leave the summer because I need to make money and get ready for winter. I really make a lot of money in the winter. I'd go make money or go fly, yeah. I would do it for Chinese lessons in a bowl of rice, so not to sleep on. Totally. That's what I was thinking. All over the world there's good flying sites. It's like when I skateboarded, I used to want to do all these different skateboarding sites. I knew what handrail was by seeing a picture in a magazine. Oh, that's in Las Vegas. That's in Barcelona. Now flying sites are like that. Yep. When we get down here further, you're going to put your hands back in front of here, so you don't have to quite do it yet. But then, as we get even closer, like telephone pole high or so, you're going to scoot forward out of your seat. And kind of hang there again like we did when we launched. Get ready to actually support your own weight and stand up. And then, look at the wind direction. Yeah, and then as we land, we're going to turn around, look towards the glider, and then let it come down and drop it over like this. Over here, and then bring it back into the wind. This is the hang glider training hill right here. This little strip of dirt. Way warmer, right? That's why thermals keep climbing. You get the warm air that starts down here, and it goes up and gets colder and colder and colder. Oh, we just hit a big old sinkhole. Okay, go ahead and put your arms out on top.